Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome back to some more SMITE Conquest. Today we're playing a little Chronos in the middle lane in the A to Z. Chronos is a mid that I wouldn't recommend playing, but I think he's fun as hell, but I also think he's bad. He's somebody that can be insane, he can be absolutely disgusting, he's one of the best late game gods in the game, hypothetically, but he also can just die. Like at any stage, he can just die. At any stage of the game, he can just get murdered. So, early game, he's basically just bad. Late game, he's capable of some crazy stuff, but he's not necessarily going to be able to do the crazies. What? Oh, it's Capricel, okay. I thought he got, I guess I saw, wait, no, what? No, there is some cheese sort of shenanigans. What just happened, man? Okay. That's so funny, man. I looked over and I was like, oh, it's okay. It's a jungle, it's a jungle. It's not a jungle. What sort of nonsense just happened in solo lane? Oh, I'm dead. Oh, am I not dead? I guess I'm not dead. Yeah, I got a little con out there. I was sleeping on Discordia, playing Discordia. That was a bit of a goof, man. Hopefully I don't get zoned off too many minions. I got zoned off one. We should be fine. Yeah, jungle ended up being really behind the rotation, so we got in a ton of trouble for that. Not that it's her fault, just like it's not her fault. I just got overextended. We got to play pretty careful off of that. They might just be looking to go back mid. It'd be pretty weird for them to gank, but I'm like going to call it out just in case. Yeah, it would have been pretty weird to gank. I'm going to rotate under because I'm actually in trouble potentially. They're going to play it pretty aggro, I'm assuming. So yeah, Chronos, absolute garbage tier early game character. I think not even close competition in terms of who would be worse early game mage. It's just basically got to be Chronos. However, I really didn't hit anything. As we get a little deeper in the game, maybe they just finished up or something. I really feel like that's where it should have been pulled to. But as we get a little deeper into the game, our damage is going to come online awfully fast. It kind of like 3 items or so. Like that point in your leveling and that point in your build, you're going to start standing out a lot more on Chronos because his scaling is good. He's got some ridiculous scaling, but he doesn't really deliver so much in terms of his base kit on its own. He really has to scale up and get that damage online. So yeah, and he's also very inconsistent. Even if you're nutty, there's a lot of situations where you're not necessarily going to be, I think we use this for mana. And if she eats it, she eats it, but like we're mostly just trying to hold on to our mana here. Yeah, it would be nice to get a little poke on her. Oh, we did get some poke on her. She's kind of eating it. Hold up. Are you kidding me, man? This Khepri just cannot possibly go duo lane. Why would he go duo lane when he can be anywhere that's not duo lane and just not be support? So obnoxious. That was a pretty early rotation. Not as early as the cringe gank that happened in solo. I'm glad I wasn't solo for that. But I'm not liking this either. Go back to your lane. Anyways, yeah. Chronos bad early, Chronos good late, Chronos not consistent, easy to miss. Easy to miss, easy to punish is people on the other team. Yeah, he's a very, very wildly unpredictable god. If you guys followed any of the recent, what's the best way to call it? Kind of SPL, like the placements or whatever for Worlds, you would have seen Zero's played, I think it's I don't know how you say his name. Zero's played Chronos at least twice. I don't remember if he played him more. Probably did. Probably played him at least 3 times actually. Because Chronos was a god that he used to like quite a bit back when he was like an actual consistent pro player. He's somebody that used to be one of the big pros in the EU back before things got like split up, or I guess, I don't know, after everything or before everything moved to North America. So he was a really big mid laner, and Chronos was better back then. So I'm assuming he plays Chronos just because he likes him. He's a bit of a comfort pick, but you could really see there was a game where he managed to get things done and actually did some good damage, and there was a game where he just fed his brains out. And like he's a good player and he's a good Chronos player, but like that is just how Chronos goes, especially in more organized play. So not a very reliable god. Things can go awfully wrong. Let's see if we get a ganker here. I don't think the jungle's here now, but maybe he is. I played that kind of bad. This is a big goof on her part. That was a big goof on her part. I really don't know why she committed to that. We'll happily take it. Why did we just get BM'd? Excuse me? What? I didn't get kill credit, right? So that's at Pele? I guess I don't care. It's at Pele. Pele probably did some shit and she deserved the BM. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about Chronos Kit a little bit. Chronos passive is really bad and really good at the same time. It does basically nothing early game because every 1.5 minutes you gain 5 power. It stacks up to 25 times, which means at 37.5 minutes you will eventually complete your passive. And by that time, it's good. So, and of course, somewhere before then, it's at least okay. But very, very late game focused passive. I really wish they'd give him a different one, man. I really do. Because while it eventually ends up being a good passive, it's one of those things where, like, normally in Smite, these late game gods like Chronos, it's kind of easy for them to be too late game, and they don't really find a good place in the game because they can just be throwing to pick to begin with because they just don't have enough early game, and you might auto lose depending on how other things go down. So, yeah, I think it'd be cool if you had a more balanced passive, but eventually it's good. Eventually you get 125 power, but that's super deep into the game. In the meantime, it's not super exciting. Like right now we have 15 power, and that's not remotely good. So yeah. 15 power, I don't know. I mean, honestly, maybe 15 power is not terrible. I feel like it's pretty bad, right? Normally, we'd have a better passive at this stage. Yeah, as we get deeper, it does get better. Chronos 1 super simple ability has a low cooldown. It's a very small hitbox. Let me pull it up right here. Very small hitbox, and it's got a bit of a delay. Let me see. 1. Got like a 1 second delay. I don't remember if I did this in the actual Chiron video. I did this in one of the Chiron takes where I tried to count it live. And it was funny how effective it seemed like it was for actually gauging how fast it is. Damn, this is some damage. By the way, if anybody thinks I'm ignorantly shitting on Chronos, please look up the last Chronos game where I dumpstered. Because I'm actually pretty comfy on Chronos, as you can see. As you can see from what we did to that poor bug man. Yeah, I'm pretty comfy on him. He's legitimately bad. I don't want to diss him. I don't want to disrespect Chronos. He's just not good. Yeah, so far we're actually dumpstering right now, man. Scott is not good yet, and we're just making plays. And Kepri did just get greedy as hell. See, I kind of want to kill this Discordia. So yeah, 1, super simple, does okay base damage, has good scaling. Oh, I thought that was a goof, man. I gotta not get murdered. Push up, man, please push up. I just want my minions. Okay. This is bait. Get her. That should be a kill, right? It shouldn't be Pele. It should not be close. I think we're going instant poly. Okay, she lived. It's fine. She lived. I don't know. Something went terribly wrong, but she lived and she got the kill, so it's all good. So, yeah. We have ridiculous scaling, as you can... Wait, what? Oh, it was bugged. Or something. Okay. It's like, it is not over 100% scaling. That would be absolutely wild. I don't know if I had some sort of power buff. Maybe I'd been using... I could have been in the 3rd quadrant and not realized it on my 2. Or maybe it actually bugged somehow or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's got good scaling. It's got good base damage. It has a low cooldown. It's just not easy to land. It's pretty jukeable. It is somewhat like if you have good enough aim, you definitely can land it somewhat reliably. It's just so small and it's got enough delay. It's not that reliable. And it's reasonably quick to cast. You don't get super caught up in the animation. I'm gonna yoink this real quick. Hopefully she doesn't hate me. I don't have anything else to do with myself, and I don't really have the pressure to push up to mids right there. So I'm gonna take these. Oh, whoops, he didn't. Or he heard me. I thought we'd actually be able to. Ooh, get him! Get him! Okay, there are some boys right here. Hang on. Baiting everything. Why do we still get hit by the apple there? That's troll as hell. That's a good jump. Should be dead for this eventually. Here come the boys. What? The boys? The boys? It was also just one boy, but I thought that would be such a fat Jingles. I think he trolled himself. I think he got 2. Oh, God! Sunder down! Oh my God, man. I don't know why. I thought it was so funny. I was already scared from hearing the cab coming, and I figured he was full damage. He's full damage cab solo. We didn't have ult, so if he ulted me, I was actually in trouble if he got in range. and then the Sunder initiation. Holy shit. Absolute Giga Chan cab solo. Anyways, let me stop being distracted. Let's get back to stuff. So Chronos 2 does a bunch of different stuff. You can heal with the first quadrant, but it's bad. It doesn't heal you very much, and it's very slow. You can reduce your mana cost with the second quadrant. This is whenever you pop your 2, whichever this is the clock thing is in, is going to be the effect you get. So you can reduce mana cost. Doesn't tend to be good. Can be good early game. After that, it really shouldn't be, especially right now while Book of Thoth is meta. That's too bad. Oh, and then I didn't realize Skipper was right. Oh my, dude, I just got wiggled by a bug. By the fattest of bugs. And he did a little skip after, like he was awful proud. He should be proud. Yeah, I know. All right, bye. Oh. Nice, we avoided the apple at least. Suku is dead, so we don't have to worry about that. Originally, I was. Jing, we got a pro. We have to... we have to work on these ults, man. I had to follow it up with a don't go for them all to make sure it didn't seem like super toxic. Oh, I should have killed him, I guess. I'm so sorry, Skipper. I thought I could wait it out. But like with the way it's going, he's got to just go for one, right? Think he's dead for that? No, I missed it, rip. And of course, why would there not be a Hui gank at that very moment to ruin Pele's triple kill? Why would there not? Let's see, what do we build here? I think Poly Rush was fine. We definitely eventually went Poly. Poly's disgusting right now in Chronos. Overall, I don't know what I'm feeling. I honestly kind of like the idea of Hasten this game. Discordia is really good at wiggling my core abilities, but she can't deal with the autos that well. Hasten's nice for his camp. I think we're going an early Hasten. It'll be kind of a damage nerf. Like our abilities are definitely going to hit a lot weaker than they could, but our potential DPS skyrockets because we can use our autos way more. So yeah, anyways, quadrants, heal, mostly bad. Mana, reduces mana cost, mostly bad. Or I guess it refunds mana cost. Power increase would be potentially good if the fourth one wasn't better. And then the fourth one is basically what you almost always want to use, which is you get 35% of your magic power added to your autos for the duration of the two, which is like 6 seconds, 7 seconds. So yeah, ridiculous for anyone who is unaware. Hang on, there we go. See, that's what we needed in our lives right now, man. That's what we needed, man. Yeah, as long as he doesn't overthink it, and he just, because each time he wants to pull the cap, like it's obvious he's looking for him, but then he wants to be greedy and pull more people and it doesn't work. Yeah, if he just pulls cap, it's just free. At least for now. Cap might go beads next. What the hell? What is this cheesy ass support, man? He went TP Warriors X damage support. I think he might have wanted to be a different role. You know, maybe a little bit. If I'd realized that was going to be a 2 there, I should have followed it up with the 1. Could have been big damage. So yeah, basically, moral of the story, 4th quadrant, almost always better in practically every scenario, because you get such an absurd boost to your auto damage that if you land like a single auto, it's going to be better than your 3rd quadrant. And then normally the other 2 just aren't very important. Hopefully we get this. It's kind of a toss-up. Yeah, it was really a toss-up. It's unfortunate. I can eat this a little bit because I have my ult. But I'm probably in trouble at the end here. We should try and dip if we can. You are a crazy man. If I hit that, he was dead. Okay, speaking of dead, are you dead? You had better be dead. You'd better be dead too. What is this? What is this game, man? I need to finish the kid. I gotta keep my eyes open this game. I am getting appled from my tier 2 tower. Oh my god. All right, that should I guess that doesn't do it for the 2. We gotta talk about the normal part of the 2. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, let me grind this out. Let me stop PvPing so we can talk about this stuff. So the rest of your 2, other than the quadrants, in general, it lasts 7 seconds. You get movement speed and you get attack speed. The movement speed increases as the 2 has been cast for longer. So as that 7 seconds kind of reaches its end, you get more and more move speed essentially. And these are the numbers. You get 20% initial and then eventually 20% at the end. Like it slowly scales to that 20% at the end. And then you get a 25 to 35% attack speed. Not a great thing to level. It's kind of okay to level, but I don't tend to feel like there's much value in leveling the ult. You don't tend to ult that often that you need the cooldown. So we're going to level it over the ult still. See, I want to talk about stuff, but they're out here trying to frag, and I don't want to keep them from fragging. Fragging's good. Oh, that's a little bit much. I don't know. Do we hate the Khepri that much? What did he do? Man, can I land my combos off of my own CCs? That would have been good. We still got good damage, though. Hi. Oh. I went for a big predict. Okay. I have Aegis for Suku. We should be okay. Do a little of that. Yeah, yeah. And then we Aegis this, and he's dead. Right. Right? Skipper? 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 he was actually about to ult that guy. Like, I am not letting this get dropped. I love that, man. And he gets a murder off the ult. Absolutely calculated. It honestly might have been. Maybe he wasn't even trying to ult Suku. I don't know. We're going to push tower off this. Maybe we get to do pyro in a sec. By the way, our tower damage is disgusting as we get, like I said, around this stage of the game is where the damage really starts getting online. And as you can see by what we did to that tower with this busted ass quadrant that I wish was just what you automatically got with Chronos too, because it's so annoying to have to find this every time. Yeah, you do a little bit. So moving on to the 3. The 3 ticks 2 times for anybody that's been hit by it. And basically you get initial damage and a slow that leads into a stun, and then you get another tick of damage around the time of the actual stun. Oh my god, that got so close. I was almost dead. That was so close. I really didn't think it would be, and I stopped paying attention, and then I realized at the very end, like, wait, this might kill me. So that could have been bad. Could have been embarrassing. It's been forever since I died, so naturally I would have died, or not since I died like that. So naturally it would have made its way into a video, right? Of course. I think we might do a little, we're gonna build weird this game. Are we? No, I should go pen. I want to build fun, I should build normal. Yeah, let's build normal. I wanted to go Bancroft's Talon, or Bancroft's Nimble? Nimble Bancroft's Talon, the attack speed one. Because it would have been fun. Get some high attack speed autos for 1 billion damage. But we should go pen, realistically. And, God, what's this thing called? The coin, Chiron's coin, really good on Chronos, getting extra move speed. He's somebody that benefits so much from move speed, it gets really gross. So yeah, I basically, hopefully that makes sense with the 3. I can kind of, if you guys want to actually read what it says, you can pause it right here. Because it's like slowing into a stun, and that like time itself slows into a stun, not literally slowing into a stun, not more like Baron 3. Stop it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See, have the ult. I wasn't 14 HP. You guys think I was 14 HP? Nah. That didn't hit him, did it? Now look at the zoom. That's too bad, man. Yeah, I'm a zoomy boy, Capri. What about it? That sucks. Suku 3 is so absurdly good into me because we're not slow immune in the 2. So we do get dumpstered by that. Yeah, hopefully the 3 makes sense. If it doesn't, you guys can probably just read it from pausing, like I said. Does good damage, does good scaling. It's actually a really hard-hitting ability. It's pretty gross. It's not super reliable. It's pretty slow to get to its max range. But up close, it's really reliable because it's got a nice amount of width to it. But if you're trying to hit at long range, you definitely got to lead pretty hard. You really got to predict their movement or follow up on other CC, stuff like that. So finally, we have the ultimate. And the ultimate is actually kind of simple, even though it's very different. Where you become CC immune. You have like a 1-2 second channel, something like that. And then you rewind to where you were like 8 seconds ago. And you have the same health and mana. And yeah, same health and mana as you had 8 seconds ago. Whoops, I goofed that really hard. And he wouldn't have died. Or he wouldn't have gotten Capri ulted. But I'm bad. I'm not bad. It's so easy to feel bad on Chronos, man. You have to hit so much shit so precisely. It's so easy for it to feel kind of painful. Yeah, you gain all the health and mana that you had 8 seconds ago. So, like, you can basically eat a bunch of shit, go back to a previous spot, go back to a previous HP, and kind of start over, which can be really nice. And then it also resets your cooldowns. It doesn't set them back to that time. It just literally resets your cooldowns. And obviously, it does not reset your ult cooldown. Hopefully, I don't have to say that. Although, I don't know. I guess maybe if you're, like, super new to SMITE, that might seem like it could possibly be balanced. But yeah, that would be absolutely wild if it reset its own cooldown. That'd be fun for a mode of the day or something. No, it wouldn't. No, I changed my mind. It'd be pain. And yeah, that should do it for the kit. Build-wise, we're going to tend to build him a mixture of ability-based and auto-attack, and then that's going to vary depending on the meta and depending on how you personally like to play Chronos. You can definitely build him ability-based, but his auto-attacks aren't necessarily going to be as disgusting as they can be. I think we legit get to do this if they want to hit it right now, because I have disgusting damage for it. Nice. Yeah, look at... Like, keep in mind, this is not even 20 minutes, and I'm mid. and I'm doing this to a fire giant. Like, this is some of the chrono scaling we're talking about, because I'm not even late game yet. Hopefully we actually get this. We got to deal with the cab. Oh, no. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Who was that? Who's that beautiful angel that just saved us? Bing. Give me that poly damage. Ishtar, I love you. Oh, I'm coming, Papa. Oh, I'm coming. Get off my... Oh, my God. I do some damage to the full damage Kepri. I forgot he was full damage. I do a little bit, man. God, that was gross. Ooh. Dead. Nice. It's funny, for as troll of a build as it is, Kepri's actually been playing really well. The build is troll as hell, but like other than that, he's done good. Gotten some good initiations. Gotten some good ults. Did kind of troll his team, but like at least he's not completely trolling, right? Only trolled in build. There's no way we'd end. So yeah, build-wise, we can go ability-based, we can go auto-attack, we can go in between. Normally, I would recommend going almost all ability-based. Like, I think the hastened ring that I'm going right now is potentially absolutely unnecessary. Personally, would not recommend demonic. At least at the moment, I wouldn't normally recommend Hecate or, what's the other one? Or Telkines. But part of that is also normally in the past, it was better to build rings on Chronos. For one thing, he's had a rework where like his autos used to be more valuable than they are now. Now they're not quite as valuable. They used to just automatically have haste on his two, which was wild. And now he doesn't. But other than that, hang on, do we go a little, I don't need extra pen, right? Wait, did I even need pen? They don't have tanks. Why did I go pen, man? Normally we would build this. We don't need to do this game. I'm kind of trolling. I think I'm going to go one of the Bancrofts. Right. I could just go Soul Reaver too. We'll go one of the Bancrofts. I don't know. Because both Claw and Nimble are going to tend to proc really well on us. Be really effective. Oh, I'm going. Okay, well, this ability's annoying as hell. Can you have that happen, please? Yeah, so hasten is sick when we get it. Because like, the zoom there was ridiculous. But sometimes we need to focus a little more on our abilities. We can't always go hastened. A little more on the consistent damage. Bing! Oh, I missed it. Bing! Oh my god, please. Alright, that should be game, I think. We can push these minions in. Hi, Cab. So normally in the past, I would recommend rings more. Like by season 10, there might be changes so that it makes sense to build Chronos a little more auto attack. Just gonna hold this. And then hit him with one of these! And then knee dipped. Okay. So yeah, it really depends on the meta, how you want to build them, and then also your playstyle a little bit. Like, for me personally right now, I absolutely love how hard he hits if you're going mostly, like, power items, mostly ability items, and then you're squeezing in a poly pretty quickly, so you get that poly burst. Oh god, he barely jumped that. And just that occasional hastened. Can you get out of the way? These people, man. Okay, they are so dead. No! I should have beads. Do it to her. Do it. You wiggled that? That was gross. How did she wiggle that, man? Oh, I got it. Where you at? Where? Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. I'm trolling too hard. I really want to pump out damage and base and kill her, and I just should not. Okay, we good? We ending? We not being too mean to the poor Discordia that did nothing wrong and then got spam laughed anyways? Right? Right, good. Very good. Poor Discordia, man. What did she do? What did she do to deserve this? So yeah, that's our look at Chronos. Very, very good in the late game. Not so reliable in the early game. This game, we were able to get things done. We were able to actually get some opportunities. I feel like mostly just people didn't really, like, they weren't scared enough of the Chronos damage early on. If you more so group, if you stack on him and punish him really hard, then you can really just kind of put him down because he's very single target and his damage is lacking in the beginning. But if you don't get that really highly coordinated team effort and you actually land your stuff enough with him and you're comfortable enough with your positioning with him, then you can get a lot of stuff done still. Yeah, like we did a lot of damage, and that was almost all of that damage wasn't even particularly in the late game. Most of that was like in the mid game before we really got online. So it can get pretty good. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room, walls keep tumbling down.